welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome for the first time. Today we are starting something really exciting and a little creepy. This is episode 1 of my brand new series, Nature's Dark Side, where we explore the wildest, weirdest and most terrifying secrets of the natural world. Each episode will take you deeper into nature's hidden horrors, and trust me, you won't look at the world the same way I can. So grab a snack, maybe keep the lights on, and let's dive right in. Deep in the rainforests of South America, there's a strange sight that puzzles scientists for decades. Ants stuck to the underside of leaves, dead, with strange stalks coming out of their heads. In 1859, the British naturalist Alfred Russel Wallace, who also co-discovered the theory of evolution, noticed this eerie scene while exploring the jungle. What he had found was something straight out of a horror story: the zombie ant fungus, known today as Ophiocordyceps unilateralis. This fungus doesn't just infect ants, it takes over their bodies and controls their minds like a living puppet master. The infection starts when an ant accidentally comes into contact with a microscopic spore. The spore attaches to the ant's body, digs in, and slowly spreads through its muscles. It releases special chemicals that hijack the ant's nervous system. Under this invisible control, the ant leaves its colony and climbs a plant to a very specific height, usually around 25 centimeters from the ground, where the temperature and humidity are perfect for the fungus to grow. There, the ant bites down on a leaf vein in what scientists call a death grip and dies. Soon, a long stalk grows out of from the back of its head, bursting open to release new spores into the air, ready to begin the cycle again. This fungus is so precise that it can control not only where the ant dies, but also the exact time of death for maximum spore spread. It's not something to be wondered about that this real life nightmare inspired the infection in the popular game and TV series The Last of Us. But ants aren't the only victims of mind controlling parasites. In 1868, a German scientist named Rudolf Luckart discovered a parasite with an even more colorful trick: Leucochloridium paradoxum, a tiny worm that starts its life in the intestines of a bird. The bird's droppings carry the worm's eggs, which are then eaten by a snail. Inside the snail, the eggs hatch and the young worms travel to the snail's eye stalks, where they transform them into bright, pulsating shapes that look like fat, juicy caterpillars. These eye stalks twitch and flash in the sunlight, attracting birds that think they are about to enjoy a meal. When a bird pecks at a stalk, the worm is eaten and returns to the bird's gut to start its life cycle all over again. The poor snail, half blind and unable to hide properly, continues to stumble around, unknowingly serving as a bait. If you think this is just a land-based horror, think again. The ocean has its own mind controllers, like Sacculina carcini, a barnacle parasite that targets crabs. The infection begins when a tiny larva lands on crab's shell and finds a weak spot in one of its joints. It then injects itself inside, where it grows root-like tendrils that spread throughout the crab's body, stealing all its nutrients. Sacculina doesn't stop at feeding. It sterilizes the crab and rewires its brain. Instead of caring for its own young, the crab now spends its life caring for the parasite's eggs, cleaning them, protecting them, and even fanning them with water to keep them oxygenated. It happens to both male and female crabs. And in males, the parasite even changes their behavior to act more like females so they can care for the eggs properly. These are only few examples. There's also the wasp Hymenopimisi ageraphага, which stings a spider to paralyze it and lays an egg on its abdomen. When the larva hatches, it drinks the spider's blood and eventually forces it to build a special kind of web, one that's perfect for holding the wasp's cocoon. Then there's the Glyptopanthalus wasp, whose larvae live inside caterpillars. After the larva leaves the caterpillar's body, the caterpillar doesn't die right away. Instead, it stands guard over the wasp cocoon, attacking anything that comes near until it eventually dies of exhaustion. And if you can't forget, Toxoplasma gondii, a microscopic parasite found in cats that can infect rodents and remove their natural fear of cats, making them easier to catch. In humans, it doesn't turn us into zombies, but scientists believe it might subtly influence personality and risk taking behavior. For us humans, most of these parasites are not a direct threat. Cordyceps fungi, snail infecting worms, and Succulina panicles can survive in our body. We are simply the wrong environment for them. But there are other parasites, like the one that causes malaria or the infamous brain eating amoeba, can be deadly. Interestingly, scientists are studying cordyceps chemicals for use in medicine, and some are exploring ways to use mind controlling parasites for natural pest control. So, in a strange twist, the same dark forces that terrify us might one day help us. These real life horrors have inspired countless books, films, and games. But it's hard not to wonder, what if cordyceps could evolve to infect humans? In theory, it could spread through airborne spores. In a crowded city, one infected person could unknowingly spread it to dozens of others before showing symptoms. Streets could become silent as entire communities fell under fungal control. Thankfully, this remains science fiction for now. Zombie parasites are a chilling reminder that in nature, the most dangerous predator isn't always the biggest or the fastest. Sometimes the smallest thing that you can't even see, quietly rewriting the rules of life and death. And mind control is only one of nature's cruel tricks. Next time on Nature's Dark Side, we'll meet killers that don't even have a brain. Plants that lure, trap, and digest their prey. From the lightning fast jaws of the Venus flytrap to the slippery death pit of the pitcher plant, these silent hunters will change the way you see your garden forever.